So in this video we're going to have a look at using the sort feature, using the Piotnet facet to create the sort filter. So to give an idea of what I'm talking about, we go to default sorting and I'm going to go title Z to A, and you'll see now that all the items are arranged in the reverse order. If I go price low to high, you'll see the cheapest product first, followed by all the other products. A similar way, I can go high to low, and you'll see all the products arranged with the highest price first. Can also look at the latest, so what items were added last. Can also even look at the most popular, and that will then arrange the items that have had the most sales first to the items that have had no sales. So that's just some of the ways that we can arrange the products. The other thing is that once you've made a selection, and say you were looking at accessories, so at the moment you'll see it's BCS, so let's go with title Z to A, and you'll see now that the products are arranged. So even in the subcategories or sub filters, you can have a look and see how that then changes the filtering. In a similar way, then prices low to high, price high to low. So it's quite easy then to create these custom filters or sorts and then apply them to the grid view. Now in this video I'm using Oxygen Builder as my builder for my page, and I'm going to show you how that integration works. So I'm going to step over here to the Oxygen templates, and I'm going to have a look at the product archive. So there we have the shop archive, and we're going to edit that with Oxygen. Just to have a look at the actual filter in the meantime, and you'll see here that I've added a facet, and we've called it the default sorting facet. That's the name of the facet, and over here we have the different sort parameters. So Oxygen is still loading. I'm going to refresh this page, and then we can have a look at the various sort filters that we have. So you'll see here that what I did was I added a facet, and the facet that I added, I then just selected, instead of filter, I selected sort. And that's what we've done here. We've selected the sort facet, and so the facet action is sort, and then we've arranged various items. So the first item that we're going to have a look at here was the latest. So for the latest products, we then search by the date, and we say date descending, so that the most recent item added is always at the top of the list. The next item in our list here was the price, and you'll see we sort here by the custom field underscore price, and for the low to high we sort in ascending order, and in the next facet we looked at the price from high to low, and there we sorted by the custom field underscore price, and we then select descending. The next item I'm going to look at here will be the title. So title A to Z, we order by title, ascending. The next item then was title Z to A, once again sort by title, descending. And the last item was the by most popular, and there we sorted by the custom field total underscore sales, and in descending order, so that the most popular sold item is first. So what sort options are available? So I'm going to add an item. I'm not going to give it a label, and we're just going to have a look at what you can order by. So you can see we can do it by post ID, author, title, the post name, post slug, the post type, the date, last modified date, post page, parent ID, random, number of comments, relevance, menu order, custom field, numeric custom field, list of post IDs, list of post names, list of post parent IDs. So you have a couple of options straight out the blocks, and that allows you to create a sort by just about anything. So if we wanted to do a random filter, then we would simply enter random. We would then say order by and random, and we could arrange then in ascending or descending order. We'll save. Now when I head over to the website and I refresh the page, you'll see here that in my default sorting I now have random, and I can select random. So each time I select random, we'll then get a different result. So random, I'll go back to the default sorting, and then I'll go back to random, and each time I do that, I'm going to get a different result. So I'm going to deselect the accessories only, and now I'm going to random. So you'll see beanie with logo, and then album, and then the sunglasses. I'll go back to default sorting, head back to random, and now we have the cap, the belt, the beanie. So you can see that the sequence now is completely random each time based on the selection. Selecting it twice in a row, they won't do anything because random is already selected. So I do need to go back to another sort method, and then back to random, and then the results will be updated again. So that's pretty much how easy it is to change what you're sorting by. So when you add the filter for the very first time, or the sort option here, this facet, there won't be any of these items in the list. So you'll have to add the item of your choice for the items to appear in that drop-down sort list. Something else to look at then is how to implement this in the theme. Now, because I'm using Oxygen Builder, I'm going to do it via the Oxygen interface. Now here at the top we have the facet. So what I've done is I've gone along and I've said add. We've looked for Piotnet Grid. We've had a look for facet, and I've selected a facet. In this we've called it sort. So we've selected the sort facet, and apply for grid, and in this case I've selected oxygen because we're using the Oxygen product builder. If we created a grid within Piotnet, then under apply for grid I could have selected that grid here, but as we're in Oxygen, I'm using Oxygen, and then to apply to this particular product listing, I've given this product list the class of Piotnet Grid ID-1. So when I apply my facet, I would apply that then to Piotnet Grid ID-1. So you've got to make sure that the class follows this format, Piotnet Grid ID-, and in this case it's grid number 1, and that's pretty much it. Now I haven't given it the width of 100% that we did here. So if you look here, we said the width of 100%. Instead here, we're just going to give that a width maybe then of 50%, and save. So now when we refresh the page, you'll see that that sort is available, and I now have two sorts on the page, and that's causing an issue. So I'm going to delete the second one and save. So you can only have the one sort filter on the page. There we have, and the behavior is completely normal. And then of course I can filter according to anything that's available here in my sort list. So that's how you can add a default sort to your product list within Oxygen Builder, and then this is how you can add various items to your list of items to appear inside your sorting. And here you will see a summary of how it will appear on the website. So if there's anything that you need to adjust or adapt, you can then simply have a look for that inside your listing and then make the adjustment. So if I wanted the price, let's just refresh that. When you select, it does prevent the drop down from working again. So without selecting an item, then I would know that it was the fourth item. So I'd look here for the fourth item, that is on title. So you'll see that the listing that we have here in the appearance is not by the listing that we have here. So here we have the latest, then we have price. So here you'll see we have the latest, and then the price. So we must account for the fact that default sorting is there by default, and then number 3 was high to low, and here you'll see the third item in the list is high to low. So that's the order that it's in. If I was to move things around, so I wanted to move, say, price to the top, so now here I've got low to high, then high to low. Now when I look at my listing, we'd have prices adjusted, and of course then when I go to the website, at the moment we're looking at prices after the latest, and now of course the prices fit there. So it's very easy then to change the default sort order of your sort options by just moving these items up or down in the list. If I haven't given my facet a label, but if I wanted to call that, let's say, sort products, and save. Now on the page we'll have the title sort products and the sort, but it's really not necessary because we have this default sorting as the default in the sort filter. Save that in the sort facet. And so here, when I refresh now, you'll see that that title is gone, and here we can see the different items. So that's how you can create your own list of sort options inside the sort facet for Piotnet Grid. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.